Hello tribe, welcome back to my channel. So today we are doing a reading that I was being drawn to doing for the past couple of days, and I've been receiving messages about it. So we're doing a reading based on the message on the spirit around you. So that can be your spirit guide, your deceased person. It can be your ancestor too. So truly tune in and try to ask your guide or the person you want to hear a message from. Tune in, connect before choosing a pile. You can choose from shells or you can choose from imagery. This is pile 1, that's pile 2, that's pile 3, and that's pile 4. I'm gonna catch you in timestamps. Hello pile number 1. So whoever has chosen this card here, we have another one hiding underneath. We're gonna take a look at these cards in a moment. I'm going to be pulling more cards and we'll be seeing what your spirit guides, deceased, whoever, whichever entity, whichever energy you are deciding to connect with today wants to say. I'm asking questions in my head. I'm asking what kind of energy you were in the past and what kind of energy you're gonna be in the future. Then we're gonna pull one more card for advice. I'm gonna be reading these decks purely intuitively. This is gonna be a chill reading. Sit back, relax, listen to the background music. This is nice, let's put it that way. Sorry, we have an advert. That's very interesting. Let's skip it. So there might have been interruption at some point in your life. Maybe you were seeking for something and you got disturbed, I'm hearing. What is the advice? Yeah, okay. Let me have a sip of mint tea and let's see. So the card that you've chosen today is called Liberation. And it looks like this. So what you're being told through this reading is what you need to understand. And I'm just going to talk to you as if a spirit was talking to you. What you need to do is to free yourself from this swan. It looks like a swan, but it's already dead, right? There is an expiry date to everything this is saying. What was it for you that at first looked like it had a lot of value, but then it started suffocating you? What is it? Is it a job? Is it a partnership? Is that a family member? What energy seemed very loving or very alluring to you, and after some time it kind of started feeling very tense or feeling very almost like limiting you? That is something that they want you to acknowledge in pile number 1. But more so, what needs to be understood here, we have the Samadhi card, and it says, are you pushing yourself to be a perfectionist sometimes? You need to accept everything that you have done in the past as well as what was done to you. There needs to be this easy flow in your life. What is it that you still can't accept? What is it that is still bothering you? Is it your own thought pattern? Is it you pushing yourself too much, or you cannot accept yourself for who you are? There needs to be a free flow, I keep hearing, when it comes to this. Have you tried release meditation? For pile 1, I'd like to do something together. if you feel like this is your pile for sure. I mean, it would be healthy, I think, for anyone to do that, to check on themselves. Now, close your eyes when you're watching this. And imagine as if you are scanning your body from your toes upwards. And pay attention to where you feel like you want to stop, or which chakra or which part of your body feels like there is like a heavier energy there. So if you've noticed that there is something heavy in your chest area, this can be signifying already that there are repressed emotions. Ask yourself why and try to track back to what happened before. Or if your emotional energy is balanced. Are you balanced emotionally? If, for example, you felt heaviness in your toes or in your feet, right? It means that there might be a need for you to step forward, but you might be afraid and you're holding yourself back. Because of uncertainty, you're afraid to step forward. If, for example, you felt heaviness in your throat chakra, it means that you're not speaking your truth, or communication is not as clear as it could be. If you'd like to, I didn't mention everything. If you'd like to, you can check yourself which part of the body relates to which chakra and read about it, and you're gonna notice what it is that needs to be healed, where there has to be clearance and release. Releasing myself from, for example, not speaking up. From now on, I'm gonna be honest with myself and other people. Or releasing myself from fear, stepping forward, you know? Give me a moment, guys. What is going on? Like, this is a meditation music and it's giving me like 500 ads. So we're gonna play the usual dance of life, relaxing music. So that's something for you to look at. That's what they want you to look at. In the past energy, we have the Moon cards together with the Eight of Pentacles. In this deck, it's a bit different. And we're gonna read it that way. What was taken away from you? There needs to be forgiveness for pile number one. You're being asked to forgive. If you created something, if you are about to transform, if you are working on something like a project or maybe a partnership, and that was somehow threatened, this is saying you need to understand and pay attention to why, because there is a deeper meaning to why this had to happen. Something might have been taken away from you in the past, whatever it is, because it's almost like the universe wanted this to happen with the Moon card, but was hiding information away from you. Why? You probably haven't seen the reason behind it just yet in the past. And what you're stepping into here, look. What you're stepping into here is the Fool card. Being much more lighthearted, accepting yourself and the situations that had happened for you. Remember, it happened for you, not to you. And you also have, I love this card because it's a dream catcher. You're also gonna be much more aware about the spiritual realm. So maybe you were a little bit confused when it came to your spirituality or universal signs. And from now on, once you step into this energy of lightheartedness and release, I keep hearing release, that's something that needs to be done for pile number one. That's when you're gonna start noticing everything, the reasons behind every scenario in your life. It's called the Shadow Dream Catcher. You're gonna realize what shadows you've had and how you had to deal with it. That some of the shadows came from perfectionism, I'm hearing. Expecting a lot from yourself and expecting a lot from other people. What this pile is being asked to do is to accept a person or a situation that is not perfectly laid out, is not perfectly planned, they're not perfect, you know. Be open to setting everything free and go with the flow sometimes, and that's very much needed for pile number 1. Some of the manifestations, this is saying, have been held back for you because maybe you were putting too much pressure on something. Once you release and let go, that's when everything will start happening to you. Your advice card is the Magician card. This is saying don't let go of, first off, I don't know why, spirituality for pile number 1, your beliefs, something that drives you. Don't let go of it. It's turning you into someone who is gonna have a lot of power, and you're gonna be able to make decisions, to make up your mind very easily. There is a situation here where you probably saw everything in the past through mist. Once you let go of perfectionism and accept yourself, whatever has happened to you in the past, accept everything about the past, this is saying. Once you release that swan that should be released already, what is this swan representing? It looks a bit like a snake, right? What is it representing? Is that a person? Is that a job that is kind of choking you, right? Draining your energy, that's what I mean by that. And you're trying to release yourself, but maybe you haven't fully acknowledged that fact that your energy is being drained. And that's something that you are being asked to do, because Liberation card is followed by the Fool card. See the difference to those energies? Here someone is struggling to let go of something, and here they're very free and they're lighthearted. Okay, I'm on to adventure. I let it go. I go with the flow. I fully trust my intuition. My intellect cannot tell me why I want to step into this, but my intuition knows that I have to. This lion is looking forward. You need to also know that you are very majestic, pile number 1s, and you have a lot of strong energy about you. You can manifest anything. Bless my dad next door. You can manifest anything that you set your mind to. But the thing is, sometimes the past situations might be holding you back, or something that you don't want to let go of because it might have been precious to you for X amount of time, and now it's difficult. Okay, that's what you're being told here. The second card that I'm looking at the bottom of that deck is the Sage card. Some of you, clear your energy. Sage yourself, you're gonna feel much better. Sage yourself. And also go and visit the forest. That is quite important for you guys, because you have a very strong connection to the moon. Sometimes you might be a little bit imbalanced because of how sensitive you are to other energies. And you need to find like a ritual for yourself that grounds you or that cleanses your energy. Okay, so I truly hope that this made sense, pile number 1. And I'm gonna catch you the next time. Bye for now. Hello tribe, whoever has chosen the second pile, we're looking at your reading. I am going to be pulling from other deck. I'm going to be asking questions in my head. Today the reading will be chilled. Sit back, relax. I'm not going to rush. I'm just going to try to take in everything that needs to be observed and passed to you. Okay, so the question I'm asking right now is, what were the past energies? What were the past energies? Wow. Were you headed towards to energetically in the future? Okay, wow. Quite a powerful pile. Were you headed towards to in the future? And what is your advice? This is beautiful. I like this. Let me have a sip of mint tea. Okay, let's start with your cards that you've chosen. There are actually 2 cards hiding here. The first card that we have is resilience. It says burn away the past. what you're being told, pile number 2, by the spirit you are connecting to, is that how you used to be in the past, you are no more. And a lot of you have finished something that was quite heavy for you. What you need to do is to forget, forgive, and move on. Forget, forgive, and move on. And it seems like in the past, you were carrying too much. Was it yours, what you were carrying? Were you putting too much pressure on yourself? Were you taking others' burdens on your shoulders as well as your own? Did you have help? How much help did you have? Was it worth carrying that much? These are the questions that I'm hearing that some of you need to answer. But you were very persistent. We have 10 of Wands and 9 of Wands. You are very persistent, but at the same time, it's like you have blocked yourself from setting yourself free because you were so focused on something. You were probably low in energy. You probably haven't allowed yourself to have fun too much or just release and let go, because the burden was very heavy. Was it emotional burden? Was it physical burden? What was it about? Do you recognize now that that was too heavy for you and you could have approached the situation differently? This is your great lesson. This is saying that's something that you're going to take with yourself, and that is something that is transforming the way you see things further on in the future. Now you have all the wisdom. We have owls hiding here. One here, one here. Now you have transformed the way you see things. Now you know that there is always a need for balance. You can focus on one task, on a couple of tasks, as long as that is balanced, as long as you are in a good, and I'm seeing scales, in good balance of the yin and yang. And that's what we're heading towards to next as your advice here. What to do further on, or what to do, or what you had to do in the past, was the Temperance card. If you're all about go, 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 let's get shit done, most of the time you are in your masculine. This is saying find time for the feminine too. Do things that are for yourself. Cherish yourself. I'm hearing cherish your intuition, your sensuality. How are you balancing your personal relationships as well as your work? How much you give in to others and how much you are receiving. This is a perfect balance that needs to be created here, and a lot of you have realized that already, and that's your pat on the back. Now, because you've learned this already, a lot of you have learned this already. Like, I'm not feeling for pile number 2s that you are going through this difficult phase of 10 of Wands and 9 of Wands, but because I keep seeing that you are already halfway there. For a lot of you, you are already in the future energy here. So once you realize that you don't have to pressure yourself that much, or you don't have to take on everyone else's problems, or you know how to balance the both, how not to take on someone's energy even, right? You're finding balance through that. You're also finding, look at this balance here too. This is 2 of Cups in this deck, and there's a link to decks, I think, below in the description box. But what you're finding truly is, again, this reminds me of yin and yang. You're heading towards to a really good partnership. Would it be with yourself, peace with yourself? Would it be a partnership, someone from your soul tribe is coming your way? Whatever this connection is very healing. It's very balanced. It's very peaceful, tranquil, and it's gonna grow both of you at a similar level. This is saying the way you're gonna do it is by being lighthearted and allowing yourself to set, the Fool doesn't have a big baggage. You leaving your baggage in the past. That baggage that you were carrying, there was too much, you're leaving it in the past. And what you're doing, once you are releasing yourself in the future from that heaviness, that's when you can encounter your tribe members coming your way. finding unity, finding peace, and finding happiness. I'm free. I'm hearing. I am free. So I hope pile number 2, this made sense, and I have clarified maybe the concern that you might have had in your mind for some time. And I'm gonna catch you the next time. Bye for now. Hello tribe, today's reading will be chilled. Sit back, relax. We're gonna see what spirit wants you to know. I'm gonna be pulling from one more deck, so bear with me. There are actually 2 cards hiding here. I'm gonna be asking a couple of more questions about you. What were the energies in the past? So some of you will see that maybe energies of the past are not vibing. You can choose another pile, or you can choose to listen to the advice or the future energy where you're headed towards. So what is the energy of the past? Pile number 3. What is the energy of the past? Don't know why, but I want to shuffle some more for you guys, so bear with me. What is the energy of the past? Okay, that one came out. We'll take it. All right, all right, all right. I'm gonna adjust the camera for y'all. Okay, where are you headed towards to now? Where are you headed towards to? Pile number 3s. Where are you headed towards to? Okay. Oh God, you know what? For pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3 now, we have the Fool card coming up in the same position. What is your advice, pile 3? Wow, the Empress, damn. Okay, let's talk. Let me have a sip of mint tea. We're gonna start with these cards for you. What you are being told right now. What you need to know, pile number 3, is that the decision that you are gonna be making in the future is correct. You need to understand that you're exactly where you're supposed to be. You need to be more assertive, this is saying. The decision that you'll be making, or the choice that you will make, is gonna be coming from your gut feeling. If it's coming from your intellect, meaning what is better for me, counting the next steps and being in this overthinking mode, this is saying that's not the way to approach it. Listen to your gut. Which way that does your gut feeling take you when you think of things? You know, for example, choosing between 2 jobs or 2 people, or yeah, let's take an example. Are you feeling? Pay attention to how your body feels. That's gonna be your intuition. When you think of a person, does your body feel like that's very inviting and that it's just pulling you in, but it's not from... Remember, it might be difficult to shut down your emotions if you are attracted to this person. You're gonna have to zero yourself to switch off your mind very quickly. How does your body feel? Is that an inviting space, or it feels like a bit of uncertainty? The same way do about the option number 2 if you have to make a choice. If you don't know if the decision that you are making is correct or not, again, shut your brain. I know it's hard to zero yourself, but shut your brain and ask your body, how do you feel about this situation? If you're gonna have this feeling of, your body wants to almost like push back, that's your answer. But what you need to know, pile number 3, is that the decision that you're making for most of you is the right one. The path you are on is exactly where you're supposed to be. Everything is in perfect balance. Look, they both come up to number 8, which is infinity. I don't know why, but for pile number 3, I want to read about this card. I didn't for the last piles. Let's talk about it. And I'm just gonna be, what the hell, let's read about this card. Let's read everything. It says, the girl of Eunoia is the embodiment of beautiful thinking. Her crown of thorns and leaves indicates that she understands through her journeys of pleasure and pain that she is ultimately free. Everything is in perfect balance as her soul takes flight. The moon halo around her head signifies a healthy mind, emotionally balanced, rational in all its highs and lows. The Death card of the traditional tarot deck is Eunoia's sister card. When Eunoia appears, it is a sign of current or impending endings and ensuing inevitable rebirth. Mortal contemplation is a spiritual practice that has the potential to heal, instruct, and connect us to the source of our being. The practice of contemplating our own death is healthy and essential in order to die meaningfully and mindfully. There is only one thing equally magnificent to our death, and that is our birth. Both are grand gateways to the source of all creation. Everything in life, good and bad, has a beginning, middle, and end. Graciously allow things to pass and merge into the universal cauldron of creation for your rebirth. What you're going through right now, so the difficulties that you had in the past, and I'm seeing that you went through quite a lot, pile number 3. It almost is like transforming you as a human being, and it makes sense. It says whatever you choose will be correct because you have gone over that lesson that was quite painful already. Your past energy is the Ten of Swords. And look at this card. For me, it somehow reminds the thorns of this card over here around her, right? So you had probably to let go of something or someone in the past, right? You're gonna know what it is for you because this has already happened. And it wasn't an easy journey, this is saying. There was a lot of disappointment, but that's something that is already, you closing doors to it. You are trying to make everything happen in a perfect balance. Whatever this is, guys, that has struck you in the past, whatever the difficulty you had to go through, it was quite painful for a lot of you. I'm almost sensing it in my body. And probably some of you have been asking, why bad things happen to good people. It's not about that, this is saying. It's about, we're being thrown a lot of difficulties. And if you've noticed, not everyone gets such difficulties, or life is not as difficult for other people. Why? Because they wouldn't be able to handle it. And those who can handle it are the ones that are here to somehow improve or change the world. But in order to do so, they have to go through these experiences that might be painful in order to grow and, to say, been there, done it, and I know now how I can help others around, or how can I deal with situations in the future, and I can use that baggage of experiences when it comes to making decisions further on. You have a very bright aura, pile number 3. So I really like your vibe. And I know, I see the difficulties here. I see what has happened. This is saying it was there for massive transformation, and you're already halfway there. For a lot of you, you are, I'm almost seeing a vision where you're climbing the mountain and you're nearly at the top. And look, where you headed towards in the future. We have the Fool card. This is saying the future that you're gonna be in is gonna feel much more lighthearted. You're going with the flow. You find this peace. Look at how peaceful this mouse is. And look at the difference of your past energies and this card here. So many things that have happened in the past are gonna make you feel like there is nothing that you cannot deal with. And that is why you're going to be feeling very powerful in the future. For some of you, I think you look up the spider totem, specifically a tarantula. Okay, I'm gonna do that for you. Bear with me, guys. My Mac is saying I'm dying. Okay, 1 second. I don't know why, but I haven't plugged it in. I usually do. Okay, let's look it up together. Okay, look. So it says, the meaning of tarantula focuses on your intuitive senses, just like the meaning of the snake spirit animal. Your sensitivity is growing, and you can feel the vibrations from all around you more powerfully. And that is what is happening to you in the future. So don't be surprised if once you let go and kind of go with the flow or release any past hurt, and you make peace with it, you're going to notice how your intuition is going to shoot through the roof, almost like you energetically cleansing yourself by making peace with things that have happened and embracing your experiences, if that makes sense. And your tarantula spirit animal encourages you to use your intuition and sensitivity to elevate your life and serve your true purpose. Pile number 3 feels like you are already on a correct life path, on your mission, or you're not too far away from it. And as I said that, I don't know if you can hear that, but my laptop is overheating right now, so this is big, okay? Okay, so what I also want to say, your advice card is the Empress. What you need to do, you're about to, or you already did, birth some kind of new project, or for some of you a baby. So that's a different storyline here. But what I'm sensing for most of you, you're about to birth some kind of a new idea. You might come across something, you might step out of your comfort zone. This is saying that idea or that urge that you're gonna have is being given to you for a reason. You need to create something out there for a world. Something needs to be birthed through you, if that makes sense. Because you are here on a big mission, and it says whatever you choose will be correct, because one thing will take you on to another, and there is no doubt that pile number 3 is gonna get to their life path. Your advice is also saying for some of you, look at yourself in the mirror and truly appreciate who you are as a person. Look how beautiful your eyes are. Look at your body and say to yourself that you're a perfect human being. And you're here to do big things. And from then on, write down what is it that wants to be birthed through you. What is your soul urging you to do in this lifetime? What did you want to do when you were little? What were you drawn to? Were you interested in the stars? Were you interested in spirituality? Were you interested in protecting other people? What were you interested in? This is saying find your way back to yourself, and that's something that you will be doing in the future. For a lot of you, in the future energy is also telling me that you're going to become much more alluring for other people. So don't be surprised if you're going to start noticing how other people are being drawn to you almost magnetically, because your energy levels are going to change, and a lot of people will be subconsciously drawn to you. So I truly hope that this made sense, pile number 3, and I'm going to catch you the next time. Bye for now. Hello, pile 4. So this is going to be a chill reading. Sit back, relax. I'm going to be asking a couple of more questions. What are the past energies? If that doesn't resonate, you can click on another pile or just listen to this whole thing. Maybe you're going to find advice or extra messages there. So this is gonna be your past energy. That's when you where you're headed towards to, and your advice. Okay. Message from the spirit you're connecting with. What is the past energy for pile 4s, please? Maybe you wanted to pick another pile. Okay. Not feeling it too many. Past energies for pile 4, please. Future energies they heading towards too. I love that card so much. Nice. And your advice in the middle. Your advice in the middle. Not sure, guys, just yet. Give me another shuffle. Okay, nice. Okay, very nice. And look, what we have for pile number 4s. Wow. Let's talk about the past energies here. In the past, there was a lot of confusion trying to see through the mist. And you probably have been asking yourself questions. Why did this situation have to leave me? Or why did I have to leave what I had? Whatever it is that you have left behind. What you've been trying to realize, there's a lot of whys, you know. Why did this happen to me? But over time, you realize that it didn't happen to you, but it happened for you. You had to leave all of these cups behind because there was a door that you needed to step towards to. That door almost felt like it's inviting you guys, right? I'm not losing much. I know that I have to let this go, but there is something better waiting for me there. I'm not sure what it is yet, but all I know is that I need to go. Right, or someone needed to go. And that happened for a reason. I'm hearing that there was a bit of mystery, you know, playing behind the scenes. So you probably might not have seen it at the time. Now, what I'm seeing for you right now, what you're being told is your attention is gonna probably be shifting towards self-care quite a lot. It's interesting how we have the detox card, cleanse and restore yourself, together with sage as advice. So this is very synchronistic, and that's when this happens, I know that this is a message that you need to pay attention to the most. For some of you, what you're being asked to do is to cleanse your body, so you can do that through maybe eating healthier, maybe detoxifying yourself. Whatever way you find is suitable for your body, do the research. Do you want to cleanse your energy? Do you feel like you haven't been eating healthy? Do you feel like you need to lose weight? Not because of the image, but because of your body's health. Is it something that you have been having problems with for some time? Is your body telling you already what there is an issue and what you need to do about it? Pay attention to those things. Is there any addiction that you're trying to face and to fix? Now with the detox and sage card, your advice here, you're being asked to cleanse your energy field for those who feel like you need that. Because for some of you, it's going to be bodily sensations and body itself, you know, what needs to be improved, your physical health. For some others of you, what you're being asked to do is to cleanse the energy. You can use sage, obviously, but you can also have a salt bath. Research a bit more into it, but salt baths are very powerful when it comes to cleansing your energy. I call it purifying your energy field, right? Whatever does not belong to you, it's being washed away in a salt bath. It doesn't have to be a big deal, specifically people who are maybe connecting with energies of other people, maybe doing any spiritual work. That would be healthy as a tradition, maybe for you to do it once a week, once in a couple of weeks, so that you have a balance restored. Because sometimes unconsciously we just take on other people's energies, and we don't truly recognize that. Specifically for those who are working in this field, that is quite important, and that's what you're being asked to do by the guides or spirit that you have in mind. Now, what you're also being told, that anything you think of is doable. Yes, there might be bumps on the road when it comes to achieving your goal, but you can take that key yourself. You don't have to wait for permission for anyone to give anything to you. You can do it yourself. The key is within your grasp. The key towards the success, towards your goal, you already nearly have it. This is saying here. There might be a need more work put into it. What needs to be done? Because the bottom of the deck of this deck, what I'm seeing here is 9 of Cups. You have everything that you wished for, and I think a bit more than you can handle. Okay, so the wish that you have on your mind is gonna be coming true, but at first you might have this situation where you're feeling a little bit meh, and this is saying this is part of that journey. The journey is not all about smooth sailing waters. It's about the experiences, and it's not about the end goal even. This is saying it's about the people that you meet in that journey. It's about learning from the experiences, from maybe your ups and downs, and taking something with you so that you can do better. It's not about the end goal. For a lot of you, you have been having maybe some difficulties in the past, or you had to detach. Detachment is big here. You are being taught how to detach. This is saying from things, from people, maybe sometimes, how to become very clear and almost like neutralized and in your own energy, very grounded, and pay attention to how you were being taught detachment. So every time you do something, maybe codependency for some of you, maybe the situation that you imagine maybe unfolding quicker is being stopped. Why was it being stopped? What was it that you maybe were clinging on to, or what was it that you maybe were putting too much energy in, and you didn't leave as much for yourself? So you're finding a perfect balance, and you are purifying your energy field, and that's something that you are being asked to do. Be grounded, pile number 4, and we have number 4 in doable card, and the 4 of Cups here. So every time I see this card, I try to read this deck from the imagery only. This is wonderful. This is saying what you're gonna have to do in the future in order to achieve your success is to take interest in one subject a little bit more. But what you also need to understand, that your intuition already knows what needs to be done in order to achieve the goal. So yes, learning is great. You shouldn't forget about that. Taking steps forward, right, towards your goal. But listen to your gut feeling. It's almost as if you're not looking straight into this crystal ball, but you could, and you probably would get a lot of signs and a lot of messages through it. This seems like someone is very disappointed, and they're not seeing what kind of tools they have in order to answer all the questions that they have on their mind. Your guides want you to trust your intuition. Trust your intuition, specifically when it comes to business ventures or finances and stuff like that. Trust where your gut is, where your gut is taking you, because the future energy is the King of Pentacles, someone who is very abundant financially, but also their home environment is very cozy. They have managed to balance their private life and their personal life. They feel like, it feels almost like someone who who is usually put on a pedestal. Some other people are asking them, hey, how did you get there? You know, what steps have you taken? And that's when you're going to be able to tell them the story. You know, I had to leave some things behind in order to get to a place where I wanted to be, because sometimes we need to detach when it comes to our goals, because we need to focus on our goals. And I feel like pile number 4 is gonna be doing big things here. It is, you know what, you remind me of this energy of someone who would close themselves in their house for a month just to work on a project so that no one can no one can disturb them, because they are so determined. This is great, but remember about balance. You always need balance when it comes to making your dreams come true. So how much time are you spending socializing, and how much time are you spending on your goal? You know, what it is that you want to do for yourself. Also, how much water you drinking, you know, what kind of balance your food has, you know, your diet, is it balanced enough? It's all about balance. Pile number 4, it seems like you need extra energy. Give your body that extra energy, because you headed towards the financial success. There is foundation and stability there. You are going to be looked up, and in order to get there, boost your energy up. You know, what needs to be cleared, what needs to be given to your body to feel better. How much sleep do you think you need, and how much sleep do you think you are getting? But congrats, pile number 4. I love your energy. I'm gonna catch you the next time. Bye for now.